Yeah, I sent him a thing. Anyways, we're live. This is Federal Prison Talk, guys. Welcome to the show. And let me do my little intro, and we'll be right back after these messages. So that song that I always play, I wrote it in prison, thinking to myself, one day when I get out, I'll start a YouTube channel, and I'm going to put this as my promo.
Yeah.
And 5 years later, I'm still doing it. Amazing. So, I don't know what topic we have today. Hopefully some people will come on. I emailed about 10 different YouTubers. Other people, it's in the description. Anybody can come on. I'll take a chance because I can just zap you out. Hell, if you come on here and you're a troll, you know what? Sometimes negative publicity is still publicity.
any publicity is good publicity sometimes, you know.
Yeah. So I got Brian here with me, guys, and Brian's looking at some time. Brian, you maybe want to give a recap. Maybe first-time viewers don't know who you are, where you're at, because you're in Alaska, and take it away, Brian.
I started a business right before COVID. Well, actually 2 years before COVID, and we finished it in August and September of 2019. And of course, everything went to hell in 2020. So I have some investors who said that I may have misrepresented the business to them. Went to the FBI, and next thing you know, I'm in the middle of a federal sentencing for conspiracy to commit wire fraud over a failed business. It could happen to anyone. It is very simple for people to get charged with this crime.
Oh, that's so true. That is so true. And now I got the Streamyard link in there. Oh, I got a new channel that I'd never started. Well, it's called Earth Still Primitive, Not Allowed in Space. It was going to be like a Coast to Coast AM tribute channel. Coast to Coast?
Yeah.
George Norrie? Yeah. You'll get to know it a lot better when you go to prison. It's probably the most popular radio station in every prison.
Yeah, well, my hope is that in my PSR, the probation officer came back and said that they recommended that due to my medical and my wife's medical needs that I end up with either home confinement or probation. So
I will pray for you, my brother. And that's possible nowadays. Back when I got sentenced, that was getting more jokes. But today, it's a different story, man.
Yeah, that is so true with first-time offender program and First Step Act and so on and so forth. There's a lot of things that are in there that are positive for people that are in my situation. And if I need to, like Adam said in the one live, it looks like there's some medical situations that could help, but I don't know. And I have some positive things that I think might help. There's no federal prisons within close proximity to me.
There's not one federal prison in Alaska. I don't even think there's a federal detention center, a holding facility. No. Is there? Nothing.
No, there's no. Yeah, there's no MDDCs or anything else.
What would they do? Send you to like Fairbanks or Anchorage and put you in the county jail and wait till marshals come and pick you up like 3 years later?
Yeah, that's what would happen. Basically, I would go to Fairbanks, and then I get transferred to Anchorage, and then I wait for the airplane. So wait for Con Air, then go down to Oklahoma, and then go to wherever they put me.
You probably go to Seattle. You probably go to SeaTac first, and maybe Oklahoma next. The Oklahoma City Detention Center, all that stuff. They keep moving it. First, they're using the county jail. Then they're using the county next to it jail. Then they're using the city jail. Then they've got it back open, and then it's a nightmare, man. It's just a nightmare.
Well, and the interesting thing that I see too is when I'm looking at that airplane is leaving directly from here and going to Oklahoma. So it leaves Anchorage and it goes down to the Oklahoma Transfer Center. So they must already been picking up in Seattle and then coming up to go down over the pole back down to Oklahoma. So it is a shorter flight actually, if you think about it, than what it is to actually go back to Seattle and then go from Seattle over. If they jump through Canada and over, it's a much shorter flight.
As the crow flies, as they say, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So how you doing, man? Your spirits, you seem a little better now. I know a couple weeks ago, man, you were, you got every right to be angry, because you got to go through. You're going to go through all the emotions, man. It's kind of like a death sentence. First you're in denial, then you're angry. Then you're in disbelief, and then you're bartering, and then you're all, well, okay, maybe. Then acceptance is the final stage when it comes to grief. And on pretrial, it's like your funeral. It's your death sentence, man. And, we go through these, have you, you've been going through this?
Yeah, it's hour by hour, literally hour by hour. An hour ago, I was pissed off because I know that, that I'm not getting the attention that I think that I would want from the attorneys, and then of course I take it out on my wife. But it comes down.
Yeah, don't take it out on your wife. I don't mean to tell you what to do, but you already know that's not right.
Well, I know that, but on the same token, her attorney's not doing anything. Her attorney literally is coming down to. And those who don't know, they actually charge both of us. But in the plea agreement, they're dismissing her stuff immediately. So in the plea agreement, she's getting a full dismissal. They use her against me, knowing that she has medical, knowing that she has psychological issues and things like that. And it's and then her attorney 3 weeks ago, yeah, I'll come up to the hearing and I'll be there. Now he's saying, I don't know if the court's going to pay me to be there. So it comes down to, and then we asked the question to him, what did you think of my PSR, my draft PSR? Oh, I didn't get it. He's so full of shit. 100%. He is on the email list. He got it. I have the emails. I know he got it. I'm very big on the aspect of, if I know something is wrong, I'm going to call you out on it. And it is psychologically difficult to sit here and go, well, this person says they didn't get something, yet you have an email in front of you that has both his email addresses, not just one, but 2 email addresses. You know that he got it. He just chose not to read it, not to acknowledge it.
And I'm going to tell you something, man. These lawyers, even the court-appointed ones, but especially the paid ones, if they're working at home, they're sitting around in their underwear drinking coffee, and you call them, they're billing $400 an hour, and they haven't checked their email fucking all day or nothing. I mean, they're just trying to get you're their mortgage for their third country home, and I hate to say it, really, a lot of lawyers are like that. The ones that just got out of law school, the first 5 years, my advice: if you're going to pay for one, get one just out of law school, fresh, eager, ready to go. The guys that hey, I've been doing this 20 years. I know the prosecutor and I know the DA and blah, 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 blah. What is that? Law School 101, the sales pitch? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I agree. And Rick's, her attorney's been a public defender for over 30 years. And it's so
that's burnout. That's burnout. 30 years? That's burnout in any industry, man. And I know if they're paying for it, I mean, if you're not paying for it, that's fine. But 30 years as a lawyer, you think they give a fuck?
No, and that's true. I mean, and when it comes down to these charges, when they charge you, and a lot of people might not know this, but if you're charged, your wife's charged, you can't be defended out of the same public defender's office. So they appoint somebody else.
Conflict of interest. Yes. Yeah.
So even if it's in the same office, they might have 20 attorneys, which they do here. They go to a different office, and he is a private person that the court hires, and so he's paid through the federal government through the federal defender's office, but he is actually a private attorney.
Most of them, of course, a lot of, I don't mean to cut you off, but a lot of people don't know this. In every district, I think there's 19 districts. I could be wrong, might be more. There's 1 or 2 public defenders in that office. Maybe there's 4 if you live in a huge metropolitan area. The rest are subcontracted private attorneys that the government pays them. It's not like the state. They might have 20 or 40 different public defenders in a big giant public defender's office. Not in the Fed. You got 1 or 2 for each district. Does that sound about right?
Well, it's interesting in Anchorage. We actually, because we're based out of Anchorage, the entire state's based out of Anchorage, and they actually have 16 public defenders on staff. Interestingly enough, yes, correct.
But Alaska's a little kind of different. Alaska is like almost a country all of its own. But I know in Oakland, there's 4 public defenders on the payroll as government employees. Now there's contractors, and then there's subcontractors and all that, but only 4 in Oakland. And Oakland's a pretty big area. It's a pretty big district.
Yeah, it's and per capita, all those districts are much bigger than what we are, even as a whole state. I mean, remember the state is 2/3 the size of the United States. If you break it down there, we're 2/3 the size of the United States, but we only have less than 400,000 people in the state right now, the entire state.
But there's money coming out of Alaska that's going to the government. I don't know if it's from the pipeline or. I mean, they made a hell of a deal with Russia. What they pay $1 an acre way back in 1964. Alaska became a state.
1959 is when we became a state. We were the 49th state. Hawaii came after us.
They purchased it from Russia for what, $1 an acre, $5 an acre.
Correct. In the 1800s, we were actually purchased in the 1800s.
Yeah. And then it's kind of sat still, and then it became a state. Yeah. Well, you tell the history, man. You tell the history.
Yeah, we did, and the oil field just came in the 70s. Before that, there was lots of gold mines. That's why they decided in the 1800s they wanted to make a way for the state to pay the federal government, and a lot of taxes hit up here then. I still live in an area where there's no property tax due to gold mines that are close to us. We actually have the biggest gold mine in the United States in this area, where it's about 35 miles by the crow flies away from me.
Does it still produce?
It does. It's brand new. It's actually it actually started production only 5 years ago, and they're underground about 4.5 miles, and there's about 90 miles of underground main that they're going for. About 90 miles of it. Wow. And it's the richest ore that they can get a hold of. And the last year they produced a little over 900,000 ounces of gold. It's owned by Australia. We don't even own it. We tax it, but we don't own it. They originally it was the United States and Canadian. Then it went Japan and Canadian, and then it went all Japan, and then Japan sold it to Australia about 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's an interesting fact. Australia owns a lot of this country. I did some research, and of all the countries that own a part of this country, Holland, Dutch, own most. And I'm all, Holland, the Dutch? What? Yeah. I mean, and they own most. And most people would think it was Japan, and they own a lot. But yeah, the Dutch, and then Australia is part of it. And you would think, Australia? What do they got going? It's amazing when you start digging,
Yeah, China's coming very quickly. There's states that made laws against China not owning land.
Sure.
Tennessee made a law just here recently where China's not allowed to own anything in Tennessee.
I hope it sticks.
Yeah.
What about the people that already own stuff in Tennessee?
Yeah, the banks probably own most of it now.
Yeah.
That was the subject, and I was hoping Adam would come on. I see that we got about 3 or 4 people watching right now. I don't know who they are.
to the few people watching the links in the chat room, come on. I'll take a chance. I can zap you and get you out of here, but I'm going to take a chance. Come on the show, man. Just click that link. You just got to.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
You
be brutally.
Allow microphone, allow camera, and you're on. You don't have to
brutally honest. Yeah. I'm on my iPhone, transmitting from my iPhone. Anyone can get on here. So just click on the link, follow it, come on, and tell me I'm full of shit. Let's see what you do. In
the words of Billy the Kid, I'll make it famous.
Exactly. I'm your Huckleberry, bitch. Come on, let's have.
So, from now on, man, I'm gonna start downloading these and uploading them on the YouTube channel on my YouTube studio, because I'm using Streamyard right now, guys, and that's a third-party streaming kind of platform. And YouTube's okay with it; they let you do it. But when you directly upload to the YouTube studio, they'll promote me a lot more. So I'll turn this live into a video, and I'm going to start doing that directly after this. So hopefully, and so you'll see two of them when you click on my channel. You'll see a live, and then you'll see a video, and you go, but they're both the same. But I want the YouTube one. Maybe they'll kick out more algorithms, if that makes any sense to the world.
Hey, for us math majors, it makes perfect sense. But it looks like we just gained another person. So hopefully somebody jumps in. One of the things I think I want to talk about, Sean, and you can answer this question: how did your sentencing memoranda come out? So how much before your sentencing date did your attorney give you your sentencing memoranda?
Man, my attorney, even up till 2 weeks before, and I went through 4 attorneys. Now, I didn't pay for them. I had a public defender. First, I had the public defender, and I would wish I could have kept him the whole time, but I had conflicts of interest. I had 9 different co-defendants, and one was my fiance, who wore a wire on me and thought she'd get extra time taken off, and I don't think she did. And I actually told her that I wasn't angry, because she told me, remember when I came over to your house 2 weeks ago and I had a wire on? And I said, I hope you got a good deal, because if she never met me, she wasn't going to go to prison. She had she had a problem with crack and a few other things, but she wasn't going to go to federal prison. She might have went to jail or living her lifestyle, but because friends of mine said, oh, she should have went down anyways. No, I don't know that. You don't know that. I told her, because you met me, it's my fault that you're going to prison. Even though, because she started doing tax, she started, I turned her on to the whole scheme. And, but I felt, I told her, I hope you get a good deal. Tell them everything. Because I had already they had everything on me. There was nothing new they could gain. I wasn't angry with her. I'm still not angry with her. And they wouldn't let me talk to her ever. Now that I'm off paper, 2 years now, maybe I could talk to her. She probably doesn't want to ever to talk to me again. But anyways, I had so many co-defendants that there was conflicts of interest, and they kept switching lawyers. The last one was just there to take me through the sentencing. John Forsythe is his name. I wouldn't hire him I wouldn't hire him if I was paying money. This guy, man, flip flop. 1 week you're going to get probation, and next week you're getting 20 years. This guy, when I got my designation paper, it said designation, my surrender date, which was I believe May 1st, 2019, to surrender to Florence FCI. It's a medium federal correctional institution. I was told I was going to a camp. He said, I guess you're going to a medium. Ha ha ha. So I call up RDAP Dan, and RDAP Dan gives John Forsythe, my lawyer, a call and says, he's not going to a medium. He's going to a camp. The FCI is the headquarters. That's the hub of the whole federal complex. He may check in there, like at the hotel front desk, and then they're going to walk him across the street to the camp. And my lawyer calls me up. Do you ever fucking have somebody call me like that? I'll make sure you do 10 fucking years in prison. You don't tell me I'm fucking wrong. Well, you're fucking wrong, John Forsythe, out of San Francisco. So, I had that experience.
And and I have ups and downs with my attorneys. I have both my attorneys and my investigator has been the same since the beginning. One of the attorneys signed on because my main attorney is spending most of his time in Oklahoma dealing with the federal drug problem in Oklahoma. So believe it or not, the attorneys that are up here in Alaska, even though they have a pretty good caseload, they are actually being flown to Oklahoma to deal with stuff down there because of how many people are in federal sentencing and federal cases down in Oklahoma. It's amazing how screwed up the states are right now. And what I asked my attorney about,
I'll be right back. My beeper's gone.
Sure. So, hey, Dirt Weather, how you doing? Where are you at in the country down there? And if you want Dirt Weather 916, if you want, there's a link at the very top. Click on it. Come on in. You can talk to us live. We'll answer any questions that we can. Sean has the post-conviction stuff. I'm in pretrial. We're here to serve California. Okay, cool. You guys got a lot of things that are available to you down there that we don't have in some of other states to offset sentencing.
Oh, what do we got here? We got let's see.
Dirt Weather. I
Dirty
just
Weather. Hello? Yeah, I heard you. Sorry, I had to run my. I got a chicken sandwich that just came out of the oven, guys. Sorry, I just got off work, so I had to, my YouTube. I got a busy life after prison, and you will too, if you believe in yourself. So what's he saying now? CO. What's this?
California. He asked me where he was at, and he's in California. Okay. And then I said to him, I said, why don't you come on? Just click on the link and come online.
Yeah, come on. It's right above there. Click on the link. You can do it on your cell phone. You don't have to download nothing. It's not like Zoom. Click on the link. It's going to say allow microphone, allow camera, punch in your name, and you're on, man. Come talk to us, man. It helps, man. It helps.
Yep, come on out, Dirty Weather. Definitely. I mean, we want to hear from people on anyone that's had experiences. I want to hear. I want to know what I'm up against.
It helps you. It helps you. You get it out of your head and your heart, and holding all that weight. And put it out of here. Put it out in the world, man. It helps, right, Brian?
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's I know, like we took a week off here, and Sean had some stuff going on, and I was kind of itching to get back on and be able to talk because I just don't have anyone to talk to. Unfortunately,
he's doing it. All right, yeah. Dirty Weather. 916. That's Sacramento, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man. How you doing, man? It's nice to see another channel, man. I've been in these YouTube streets a real long time, so it's like you get to hearing stories and they all sound the same. So very rarely do you get to hear something different. So, because it's kind of hard. I'm one of the people that started the prison genre as far as the state goes.
Okay. What's your channel? Plug it. Tell everybody, man.
Dirty Weather 916.
I've
been on all the big YouTuber channels that were relevant back in 2019, 2020, all the way up. Like everybody from Dubs to 23-1.
23-1. I've been trying to get a hold of him, and he gets thousands of comments. But Matt Cox, you know him. He's been on my channel. I've been on his. A few of those guys. Blood on the Razor Wire. He sent me one email. Hey, I'll get you on the show real soon. But yeah, right on 916 Sacramento. Because I'm 415 originally. I'm 505.
Okay. Hold on 1 second.
So tell us a little bit about what your experience has been, Dirty Weather, when you come back on here.
See, that's what I love about YouTube, man. We can all just, China. I mean, I could talk to China and see them, and they see me. And technology is like so far advanced now. We need to just take advantage of it, man. Yep.
So, Dirty Weather. Have you done any federal stuff or only state? And can we have your first name?
Well, I know if he done time, said he done state time. California is pretty much politics, man. There's a racial thing in California. They separate you and separate you and separate you, and their cars mean everything. Although they have fire camps in California that aren't so bad, because I went to a federal prison camp, and it's probably in comparison to a fire camp. But where he's from, I don't know which level he was in. But California is one of the states that, man, they're about where you from, and where you from and what color is your skin, and they don't care really much about other things, Am I right there, Dirty Weather? Did you hear me?
Yeah, no. California is a highly political state when it comes to prisons.
Yeah.
So
I've been in 11 county jails in California. I was in Santa Rita, Oakland. I've been in Bruno. I've been in the Farm, which is in San Jose, Santa Clara. I've been in. There's 7 counties. I've been in every county except Marin County, because that's where the rich white people go, and they won't even let me buy gas there.
Yeah, man. But shit, you end up going to feds, man. The feds are a different beast. So, I know the difference between like a state inmate versus like a federal inmate, because they separate you by like your mind frames. If you really get down to it, like people that go to the feds, they're not really thinking small. It's like people that go to the feds, it's like they had a bright idea one day and followed through and it worked. And then next thing you know, it's like, whoa.
I came in, yeah, right. And now it's Titanic time. You're going
that's
down.
pretty much me. I have absolutely no experience in the system whatsoever. I've had like 2 speeding tickets. Okay, one of them was 135 mile an hour and a 55. But besides that, I have had nothing in my entire life. And then I get all of a sudden thrown into a federal case and looking at sentencing on May 3rd.
What state you in?
Alaska.
Shit, I wouldn't even begin to understand their laws.
Well, this is what happened is I started a business. I was making a bud and breakfast because we're legal here like you are in California.
Bud and breakfast.
Yep. And I got through, and I had some investors that came in. One of them had a fairly large investor. Everyone else was very small. And we got everything up and running. We had to rebuild the entire building. And the end of 2019, we finished. And all of a sudden, you know what happened in February 2020. They started looking back on it. They said I may have misrepresented in paperwork my performa. Well, performers are not promises. Performers are what's going to happen, or what we think is going to happen in business. And unfortunately, they found one little thing that was in there that they said they could hang me on, and they threatened my wife against me, where they wanted her to come into court. Next thing you know, I'm taking a plea to get her a pardon, and me. They're looking at 36 months plus 36 months probation.
Dirty Weather, the story he's telling you, do you think they care in California prison?
Not really that. Cause it's kind of like, damn, they really did you like that. You was just trying to, improve your life.
Exactly.
And, I'm listening for some a shootout that happened after a bad exchange and with millions. Nah, man, you sound like a regular guy.
Yeah,
that makes no sense.
I robbed banks on Monday. The only reason I got caught because it was a Tuesday. I don't normally rob banks on a Tuesday. That's why they caught me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? It ain't because I robbed banks. It's because it was Tuesday. Fuck, man, I should have just stuck with Mondays. I would have been good.
Get this. One of the investors that complained only put in $2,200.
Little snitch bitch.
Exactly.
Hey, watch this though. Hey, watch this. When you're in a cell and now hopefully you haven't went in, right?
No. I sentenced you.
Okay. Yeah. Don't let that be one of the things, if it all goes bad, that you dwell on, because there's people that have done way less and got fucked over way more.
Oh yeah.
Put like this. I did 18. Well, I got sentenced to 18 years, and I did 17 of that first.
Damn.
And then messed around and did another 3. So hold on 1 second. Keep going.
Dirty Weather, I got to know where you did your time at, man. I'm
Hold on
thinking,
1 second. Hold on 1 second.
all right, yeah, no problem. California State Prison, Brian, you are so lucky you live in Alaska. Because
Yeah, I
you
hear
don't
you.
want to go to a state. I mean, there's a few like lower yards in California, some fire camps and stuff, but you are so lucky.
Yeah, we only have 3 prisons up here, 4, including the max. But we have a lot. We have Anchorage. We have hey John, how you doing? We have Anchorage. We have
That's Johnny Bulldog, by the way, down there.
yep. We have Fairbanks, which is just a very small yard. It only holds about 600 people. It's completely overpacked right now. And then we have one in Sutton, Alaska. And then we have a max that the only way to get there is on an airplane. There's no roads to it. So that's the only 3 prisons we have up here. And that's their state level with no federal prisons. But never done anything in state time. Something I was fighting on my PSR. They actually said that I was sentenced to time for a bad check in New York, and that was not true whatsoever. I paid fines, and that was it.
So you got to watch the feds; they'll throw that stuff in.
They did, and
bring up your juvenile records, and that's supposed to be, sealed and all that. Not in the feds, man. The feds,
and this was something that happened 30 years ago. I mean, 30
feds
years.
Don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck.
Wait a minute. 30 years ago?
Yeah, 30. I was talking about something in my PSR.
Oh, cool.
What's your first name, by the way? Can I get your first name?
Who, mine?
Yeah.
Just call me Dirty.
Okay, Dirty. Get it, no problem.
Dirty, are you off paper now?
Yeah, I've been off paper since 2018.
Oh, damn. Yeah. How'd you do it?
I mean, shit. When I went back for a gun charge, and that was non-violent. So basically, like when they let me out on probation. Normally, we used to be parole, but I got out on probation, and supposed to be a year. I got off in 6 months.
Damn. One
and never looked back.
If you violate on probation on the feds, they don't restart. That's a good thing, Yeah,
I don't think they do that as much out here like they used to back in the days. But you asked where I was locked up.
Oh yeah.
As far as county jails go, I was in Sanford, Seminole County. I was in Mississippi County, Missouri. I was in Sturgis. I was in some place in Oregon. I don't know. And then got locked up in Texas. And then in Cali, as far as Cali, only county jail I've been to in Cali was in Sac County. But as far as prisons, I've been to Tracy, Solano, Salinas Valley, Calipat, Old Folsom, and that's pretty. That's pretty much it.
Tracy and all that shit. That ain't nothing nice, man. Yeah, was it West Sacramento or Sacramento?
Say it again.
West Sacramento or Sacramento?
Tracy?
No, when you went to the county jail in Sacramento.
No, I went to Sacramento County Jail because they pretty much two different everythings.
Because West Sacramento, that's two different, man. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, that's Yolo County.
Yeah.
Yeah.
West Sacramento used to be nothing nice. I don't know what it's like now, but back when I was there, man, they had a whole row of motels and hookers and drug dealers all up and down the street. I heard they cleaned it up, but I don't know. Have they?
No, it's still messy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, when I came home, I had a dream. I decided, I wanted to be famous. So I made my declaration the day I walked out of Old Folsom in 2018. It was like, I'm going to do it. And about 8 months later, I was on Steve Wilkos. No, 6 months later, I was on Steve Wilkos. 7 months later, I was on a divorce court. And then somewhere.
Steve Wilkos. Yeah, I'm sorry, but Steve Wilkos, that's that kind of show like like Springer, right? Right.
Yeah. Then divorce court, and then I was on and then you ever heard of Big Hurt?
Oh yeah. Fresh out with Big Hurt, yeah.
I was Young Dirt. I'm Big Hurt.
That is you.
Yeah.
You had Matt Cox on there, and you called him out.
Yeah. I was the one that called out. I was the one that called out Wes Watson.
Oh yeah. Oh, Wes Watson. Yeah.
And then more recently, I was on 60 Days In.
You are big. Oh damn! Now I'm honored, man. Oh my God. Damn. Hey, you can call me. I got nothing to hide. I got nothing to hide. I didn't snitch. I'm not a chomo. Call me out.
Nah, I think more or less. I'm like I started off in the prison genre, and then I got to the point where, for me, like talking about like prison in California prisons, it's like talking about a far, far away place that don't exist no more, because it's not like it was when I was there. Like now, it's more like people that claim it as a badge of fame coming to the streets, like that's a voided ticket, because if you catch in California, if you catch anything less than a level 2, you're gonna be on a 50-50 yard. You're gonna be on a sensitive knee yard. So what happens to all your gangster then? Because now all this old stuff that you was trying to uphold, now you programming with snitches and punks and all that, and you don't have a choice. So talking about prison, for me, talking about like California prison, it ain't like that no more.
Big Hurt is in the house. Damn, I didn't recognize you because you grew. I don't. Damn, because I'm still subscribed to your show, man. Damn, I can't believe it. I'm honored. So
what happens is every so often I'll go through my subscriber list and see the new people that subscribe to me, and I just subscribe to all of them right back, and then hope I get some good content. And then you one of the people that I saw, because right now, like the places, the prison, the content and all that, where I'm at, it's kind of, I don't really like the genre no more. So I'm looking for like new places to where my presence is valued, because when you get around people and they don't value your presence, then you start to water yourself down, because they don't see your worth and because I'm really like oh Jesus Lord, that is a donk. But anyhow, I mean, for real.
You are famous in my mind. I've been watching you since I was on pre-trial, man. And that was 10 fucking years ago, man. Damn, I'm so hard. I just didn't. Damn, man.
Yeah, hey, man, I'm one of them people that like I never really left, but it just seemed like no matter how hard I try, I won't break through that one ceiling. But as far as notoriety and popularity, yeah, everybody know my face. But when you look at the numbers, sub-wise, I just made 10,000, and look how long I've been here.
I got 2 more. I need 2 more subscribers to get to 3,000. Hopefully, I get it tonight. I know what you mean, man.
Hopefully, you don't have a 5,000 sub party twice like I did.
I think everyone does that.
I got to 5,000. They robbed me for 800 subs.
I had a guy called Aussie Talks Prison, and I'm gonna give him shit because I had him on a guest, right? But I put him on as like not a moderator, but a step above editor. He deleted every video I had over 100,000 views, because he's been kicked off YouTube and everything else. The guy's a piece of shit now, whatever. But
wait a minute, honestly, I might know him.
Adam from Aussie Talks Prison. This guy, unless you babied him every day and said, "Oh, I watched your show," and you comment and you got to get this guy. Oh man, he fucking hacked my channel, and I let him because I didn't know that, Anyway, so now any video I had over 100,000 or 1,000 views, he deleted. So I'm back to square one. I used to get like $200 a month from YouTube. Now, I don't know. I'm getting there again, but.
Well, Sean, there are people in this world that want to help you.
No, I'm good, man. I mean, I got a good job now. You guys know about that. Look. I went from federal fucking inmate to this, This is my. I now work for the city of Albuquerque. I'm a street outreach navigator. I get $73,000 a month. I mean, a year. I haven't got paid yet, but because I went to prison, because I've been in 11 county jails, because I've been homeless, because I turned it all around, they called me and offered me the job, thinking maybe this guy can reach these people and give them some help. So I'm honored, man. I'm honored. From BOP to GOV. I mean, and I turned 60 in 2 weeks. And out of 70 people, they hired 2 white guys.
Yeah,
So don't give me no shit about white privilege. They hired 2 white guys out of 70, for this government job. And because I went to prison, I mean, who says crime doesn't pay? But it was a lot of hard work. It was a lot of hard work getting to this position, man. A lot of hard work. I didn't come because I sat on the couch, Hey, Bill, how you doing?
So, my bad. I'm working I work valet parking, and I work in like a parking booth. So as they're coming,
you should be pulling up getting your car validated, man. What?
Yeah, you already know. See, birthing party is like all the years I did. I couldn't bring myself to get a job. I'll have ins and outs and odd jobs, but never one long term. So this is finally a job where I actually have been able to kick back and learn the system and just go with the flow. And for me, I did 20 years. Well, really not 20, but like 19 and a half. And that mind frame shift is a beautiful thing because you start to see the world open up.
So what was the last time you had an SVO in there or something fun to drive?
That was when I worked at the airport, and I did a car, basically what's that? Yes. 1 second.
I love it, man. Big Herc, you should have been viral by now, man. I mean, you had so many guests on your show, and didn't you have a little trailer you was driving around with? Right? He's busy. Brian, I don't know if you ever caught Fresh Out with Big Herc, but man, he came on. Wow, I didn't know that was him, man. It's a big deal to me, man.
I'm gonna have to do both of them. I'll do one at a time.
Yep.
Yeah, do one at a time. So the other time you go.
All right. Gotta reset the machine. Be right back.
All right, man. All right, man. Big Herc is in the house. Brian, I hate to smile and take away, you being on my show, but it's a big deal to me to have this guy on the show.
No, absolutely. I totally get it.
Because, here's a guy who turned his life around after prison. And now he's working a job that, humbly working a job, doing car, what do they call it? Valet parking. Fuck. This guy should be, well, like you said, he's been on all these shows.
Yeah.
Brian, you can't give up on you got a hell of a story, Brian. Bud and breakfast. You can capitalize on that shit. Bud and breakfast.
The interesting thing, I think, the interesting thing is, I think I'm going to keep the property. I think I'm going to actually be able to keep the property.
Wow. You know how many people are going to want to come to stay in Alaska? Shit, I'll go.
Now all I got to do is try to find
paper. Shit, I can go over there, smoke pot. You're going to give me a suite, though, right?
Yeah. Well, the plan was actually to have yurts. We were actually going to have yurts that were set up in a 5-star, but that was our plan. And unfortunately, now I don't know if I'm going to be able to raise money to finish it. But it's the hardest thing is trying to figure out if I'm going to be able to raise any money.
I can imagine. Hey, but if you pull that off and you still able to keep the business, that means you actually kind of did something right.
Yeah.
That's like hitting the bank robbery and doing your time and having the booties waiting for you when you get out.
Yep. Yeah, I hear you. I've done everything from selling my watches to my wife and I put everything into this business. I mean, I had a public company before this. I took 2 companies public. I'm not new to business. I've been doing businesses and taking companies public since '94. It just so happens that COVID hit at the wrong time. And I did everything. I did the same in every other business. I have protected paper. I had contracts that I thought were foolproof, and unfortunately, there was one little thing that
Federal
my attorney
government.
thinks that they could hang me out on was one little tiny thing.
I mean, hey, Big Herc, wouldn't you like to take a trip to Alaska for the weekend? Stay with this spectacular views, smoke weed at a bud and breakfast, and just just live it up. I mean, wouldn't that be a great fucking getaway trip? Shit,
I'll take that. I'll take that over Hawaii.
I mean, yeah,
Absolutely.
me too. And that's what he tried to do, and the Fed said, no.
Yep.
Because one
And I
guy
thought
complained, and then other people said, "Oh yeah, he took my money too." Right?
Mhm. Two other people followed him. One, the guy plays golf with, and the other person, I think he's fucking. I mean, I'm sorry,
No, don't be sorry. Say it. Shit.
but I think that's the case. I think him and her are together, and because he moved to the same state in the same area that she lives in, and it just makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. It just
See all these white people fucking each other. You know what I'm saying?
and,
He said it.
I said it.
and it's
I call that the
it's
other
nuts.
way because I was raised in Oakland, man. So I'm that 2%. I'm like the 8 Mile. I'm like the Eminem guy. They don't.
That
really
really that really says it all. You was raised in Oakland, shit.
I was raised in
I was
Oakland,
just-
man. The town. You know what I'm saying?
I was just out there. A couple of weeks ago. I was just out there on Hagenberger.
Hagenberger, hell yeah. I know, right by the Coliseum where the Raiders used to play.
So have you heard the latest?
What? No, I don't think I have. What?
So the A's are moving to Sacramento to play where the River Cats play.
I heard they might go to Fremont. They go to Sacramento.
No, they're going to ultimately they're going to Vegas. Ultimately.
And damn, and the Warriors left. Oakland ain't nothing. There ain't nothing left. Ain't nothing left in Oakland. Fuck.
Vegas has secured a robbery, the full robbery of athletic sports in Oakland. The only glimmer that they got is that they're saying that the river, and it's funny, they're saying that they might have the River Cats play in the Coliseum.
Damn.
And if the River Cats sell more tickets than the actual A's that just left, that'll be a laughing stock. Because the River Cats is AAA.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, damn. That's
So 2025, 2026, they'll be in Sacramento.
I'm sorry, guys. I grew up a hockey fan, so
it's all gone. Oakland got shit now. Damn.
Oh yeah, it's over.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I was homeless around the Coliseum, maybe 2 blocks away, because I've been a homeless motherfucker too in Oakland, and by the Coliseum, and it ain't nothing nice. Even when they were there, damn. Now that place is gonna. Ooh, shit.
Hey, watch this. You never know who you meet and why you meet and all that. But trust me, I was homeless too, all across the country. From Sacramento I panhandled with a 2-gallon gas can from Atlanta to Sacramento. With the next wife that had money and wouldn't give me any gas money because she wanted to try to keep me.
I know her. Mine's named Maria. What was yours?
Hold on one second.
Mine was named Kim. I told you I never married her, but hey, Sean, JC wants to know how the spaghetti was in prison.
Oh, spaghetti, man. It depends on which inmate's cooking it. And is it a night where they have meat in the sauce or no meat in the sauce? I used to buy oregano and Italian herbs off the commissary, and I'd sprinkle it on my spaghetti sauce. And my own Parmesan cheese they sell. And if I didn't have all that shit, so yeah. But we had a cook there maybe the last 4 months that I was there. This dude knew how to cook. And how he got the job, I don't know. I don't know whose dick he sucked, because you got to suck some dick to get that cook job.
Hey, you guys have microwaves though, huh?
Yeah, we got microwaves, but we don't have our own TV. We only got TV rooms, But it ain't I was at a camp. The politics ain't that bad. Like the black TV room, if they had extra chairs and the Warriors playing, they go, "Hey, Cowgill, Warriors are here. We got 2 chairs if you want one. It's cool." You know, so they might let me sit in a fucking USP. I'll be dead. The fucking woods would fucking string me up, but not in a camp. So thank God, you know.
Yeah, we. I hope I don't have to experience too much of this, but we'll see.
Where you're going, you're not going to have the politics, man. You're not going to.
No, hey, where he going? I think it's best to take advantage of all the amenities while you in there, which is a free because like a lot of people when they go in, they thinking about fighting, how to get back, and all that stuff. But if you're going in there and you get a short amount of time, you got to look at that as a time to get your mind right, because you're getting one thing that is very, very hard to come by out here, and that's a peace of mind.
And you get a reset, you get a do-over. That's what I did. It's a reset. It's a chance. All the mistakes you ever made in your life, guess what? You're stressed, the old lady yelling at you. All that shit's waiting for you. Now, it's time to work on you, your body, your soul, your mind, your spirit. Right?
Okay, yeah.
And you hang out with the right people. Go to the law library and talk to those fuckers. Fuck those guys in the tiers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Reset your life.
Yep.
So what I do now?
Right here. Yeah. Go ahead.
Like last year was all about being on TV and reaping the accolades of it. But this year, and the end of last year, I've been going back inside prison. So I go back inside Old Folsom and play softball against the inmates. I missed the volleyball game last week, but 420, I'll be back inside of this. I mean, it'll be the 5th time that I walk out of the same prison that I walked out of in 2018, the right way.
For that, man, I go in a couple months, but damn, hey, isn't the softball the best fucking game you ever seen in your life in a prison?
Fucking love it.
I mean,
I fucking love it.
They have the A's and the Yankees and all that shit. I'll fucking sit in a prison and watch a fucking ball game there. Fuck yeah, you know.
Hey, so just picture we're coming in free staff, and they be practicing and everything trying to beat us, but we didn't won the last 2. But the first couple of games they smothered us.
Mm-hmm. How? So what do you think the worst part of last of the 60-day in was? I mean, did you have a good experience? Did you stay the whole 60 days?
No. See, that was the thing. Like, people would have thought, yeah, man, you did 20 years damn near. Like, you should do 60 days cakewalk. But when you got the choice to go home, factor that in. And so, like, the thing is, they allow people that have been in prison before to be on the show. And, like, ain't nobody ever been on that show did as much time as me. So the expectations were high. But truth of the matter is, my blood pressure was 155 for every day I was there. And it ain't normally that high. So it don't matter that I smoke weed every day and have a drink every day. I mean, shit, regardless, their medical care was not adequate. So I'd have been one of the first people to die on a reality show.
Especially
in jail.
In a county jail, man, because you ain't getting the problem. You know that.
Yeah, so that show was not worth it. I still came out with 15,000, but that show was ultimately like, I mean, it was a good experience going to North Carolina and all that. The food sucked. So my mission there was because I've been locked up so many different places, she got dumped. But yeah, because I've been locked up so many places, I know how it should be. I know how it should run. So anything wrong with the jail, that's what I'm there for, to improve the circumstances for the inmates that are already there.
And also, the day room. The day room is the highlight of your life, right? The day room.
Wait, say it again. It cut out. Say it again.
I said, all you get in the jail is the day room. In a prison, you got a yard and everything else. In jail, you got the day room. Really? I mean, if you get out for hours,
Yeah, and Old Folsom is a penitentiary. Because you got prisons. In California, you got prisons and you got penitentiaries.
Yep. There ain't no fucking. Well, there's fire camps here and there, like Jamestown, but only lucky people go there. But yeah, I know what you mean, man.
How many days did you do, Dirty?
6.
6.
5 of them. 5 of them was look. I'll tell you what. All you gotta do is just Google one name. Like when somebody tells you that, damn. Google one name, Clydell, Clydell. Just that.
Okay.
No, nothing extra. Just Clydell.
Oh, Big Weeby,
Okay.
come on the show. I got the link up there. Big Weeby got a channel too. Big Weeby
What's up?
probably does
What's
more
up?
time than any of us.
Man. What's up, Wavy?
What's
That's
up,
my guy, man.
That's Big Herc, Weeby. You got to come on. The link's up there, man. Go scroll up and click on Big Weeby. That's my boy. I was his number 12 in subscriber. He's Big Weeby's big time now. No, but I love Big Weeby. He's a hillbilly.
Hey, Big Weeby passed me up.
Dave?
You know who Big Weeby is?
Oh, me?
He's a hillbilly from Virginia.
Hey, I've known Weeby for years.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I've been on his channel many times.
Oh,
I was one of the first. Matter of fact, when he went live, I was one. I think I might have been there on the first day or second day.
Oh, damn! So you know all about the YouTube streets and all them guys?
Yeah, I was on the first episode of the YouTube streets.
Oh shit! Damn! I'm so honored, man. Oh damn! I'm happy as fucker tonight, man.
Watch, if you go to YouTube Streets episode 1, you'll see Dirty Weather was on there.
Brian, we were in the fucking this is the honor, Brian. You don't know how lucky these guys. Oh man.
I hear you. I'm just a little low timer here, looking at what I'm going to end up doing.
Yeah, but you looking for help though. You're looking for help in the right places.
Yeah,
I am.
Isn't there they used to in Alaska? We used to buy this weed called Alaskan Thunderfuck, and it was like $35 a bud. They still have Alaskan Thunderfuck.
They do. I have over 100 seeds of it that are verified.
Damn, send me one seed.
That's a federal crime, Shine. If I see it in person, I might give it to you.
It's legal in my state now. It's legal. I can grow my own.
No. But transfer the seed is.
Send me a seed. Oh no! Don't send it to me. I ain't going back. Shit.
If I see you in person, I'll give you one.
All right. Brent, you can't send one fucking pot plant seed in the mail.
And the stuff that no, you can only send non-germinating seeds in the mail. It's a federal crime until it's federally legal. But actually, the actual strain is called Matanuska Thunderfuck, MTF, Matanuska Thunderfuck, and that's the strain I have. It's a verified Matanuska Thunderfuck.
Matanuska Thunderfuck.
Matanuska. It's the name of my mountain range.
Thunderfuck. What am I speaking Russian now?
No, it's actually native Alaskan. But it's, believe it or not, it's a native Alaskan plant, and it was found out in the tundra. That's where it's found. It's a little self-germinating, self-budding plant it only gets about 2 feet tall. It's a little tiny plant.
That sounds like a snitch.
That sounds like a plant that you can grow pretty easy, though.
Yeah,
if it's self-germinating.
Yep, self-germinating. You don't need to change the light. It's used to 24-hour light. You just put 24-hour light on it. It's a lowrider derivative. It's actually not an indica or sativa. It sits in between, and it's really interesting. It's a really, really, really cool little plant.
Larry, I'm doing a live show.
Another one that can grow in a lot of different climates is wedding cake.
Wedding cake and lowrider. Wedding cake is actually part of lowrider germination. Yep.
And it's like wedding cake is one strand that it's very hard to mess up.
Yep.
You know how tall lowrider is? Low.
Yeah, really low. They're all 24-inch or under plants. Very, very tall little riders.
Man, that's perfect. So then I ain't got to worry about people looking over my fence.
Exactly.
No shit.
Yes, you're absolutely. It is a rudialis plant. Yes, you're right, Big Baby. It is rudialis. I actually was going to put that out there, but I wanted to see if anyone else would get it. So you're right, Big Baby.
Rudderless. Watch this though. I got another strain alert. Somebody just sent me. Himalayan gelato.
Ooh,
oh yeah.
Damn, that sounds good.
Yeah. We get a lot of them up here called Big Smooth. There's another one that we get called King Louis. King Louis is a killer, absolutely killer indica plant. It is 30% THC. It has high what's called not tannins. Man, my mind's a blank right now. I've been doing too much other stuff. But the all of the different things that are in the strain are made to just make it go into your bloodstream like a rocket, and it is absolutely killer plant. It is when you take it and you distill it down to put it into vape cartridges, the stuff gets almost 92%. It's the highest yielding THC plant that you can get for to turn into vape. It is an amazing plant.
You ever heard of? I hate to debate that, but I'm in California, so a lot of the different strains out here that we got are like very, very. Like I regularly smoke weed that's over 30%, but I've heard of that. I've heard of that King Louis, and I've heard of Golden Fleece, and I heard of London Pound Cake. Those are three of the strongest that are out there that I've heard of.
Damn, I'm way behind. My days was purple indica sativa, purple fucking this. Damn, because I just got off paper like 2 years ago, and recently I went to it's legal now in New Mexico. I went in the shop and I told everybody I've been in prison and all this, and now it's legal. I think the guy went in the back and he goes, "Here, you're gonna want this." I get it home and I'm all, "What the fuck is this shit?" He saw me coming, man.
Where were you at in where were you at in New Mexico?
I'm in Albuquerque, but I'm born and raised 415 San Francisco and 510 Oakland. But I got a job to come out here and help people getting out of prison, do re-entry stuff. So I worked for Wings for Life for like last 3 years, helping people get jobs. And now the city.
Hey, if I had to pick a place that I liked in New Mexico, it would be Albuquerque.
I pay $800 a month. I got a 2-story, 1-bedroom apartment, $800 a month, and I just got hired by the city now to do homeless street outreach. They just gave me a badge. They just sent me through the police academy, fire academy for a week, and now I get to go out there and help these homeless people, get their life back together, because they needed somebody who's been to prison and been homeless and the jails, who speaks their language. And like I said, out of 70 people, they hired 2 white people. I don't want to hear white privilege. Okay. So they called me. So I quit my last job and now I'm working for the city. I'm still doing part-time for the other job. I teach RDAP on Monday nights. That's a residential drug alcohol program. But basically I do a re-entry kind of, like encounter group. I mean, I help these guys believe in themselves that they don't I got 8 fucking felonies, man. All right. 11 county jails, federal prison. Let nothing fucking stop you. I turned 60 in 2 weeks, and that's my message. I tell people, look, don't give up on yourself, man.
Hey, so let me share something with you to expand a little bit. As far as like prison, like I thought that was big shit that I was going back inside to play softball. There's people. I took a class called for mindfulness meditation under a group called GTA, Gang Tragedy Awareness. Okay. And so what happened is there's people in that group that are on parole. So I never thought ever in a million years that my friend would be going back in prison, still on parole, delivering his own curriculum.
Still on parole. Damn.
Still on parole.
Damn.
And then not to mention, they all have tablets. Every inmate in California has a tablet with a cell phone on it.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we were going to talk about. In the federal system, they have a Score 7 tablet that they just introduced about 2 years ago. And I've been doing a lot of reading about it. And you're allowed to do short video messaging. Emails are directly on it. The cost of phone calls, the cost of everything has dropped because of it.
Yeah, you gotta have money for all that shit, though, man.
See that? Right? See that right there, what you're talking about? Like, they've had that type of tablet in county jails, but now the updated version is they're in prison cells. The phones on the wall are free, as well as the phone in your tablet is free as well.
Damn.
That's
So
cool.
just think, you can communicate with if you got somebody that's facilitating the program, you can talk right to the person that's facilitating the program.
I
Trust
still
me,
don't
they
want to
got.
go back, though. I still don't want to go back. Having all that, that's nice. But
That's one of the things that I heard that during COVID, the phone calls were free. I'm not sure if they still are or not. It's really hard to get information on it.
But I think they're going to stop it at the end of the year, but they keep talking. Who knows? But man, I mean, that almost. I mean, I want to say it's almost worth it to go back if you've never been, maybe. But don't go to prison.
Just, if you go now, just know that consider, well, now I don't know, I don't want to gel on my worst enemy, but just know if you had the chance to go then versus now,
yeah,
I probably would have liked to go to prison now versus when I went in 1998.
Yeah, that I'm on what he said. But I don't want to.
Yeah.
Nobody wants. Don't go, guys. It ain't worth it, man. Even with the tablet, it ain't worth it, man. Is it? It ain't worth it.
Yeah, I'm hoping that on May 3rd that I'm going to sit right here where I'm at. If I have a GPS monitor on, I do. But that's what I'm hoping for. It's just that if I have to do this or probation or whatever, but I mean, I'll stay in a house arrest. That's fine with me.
It's starting to change in the feds. They're giving lighter sentences now than when I went 10 years ago. Yeah, you may have that chance, but it's still going to be fucking. You're going to be living. Your house is going to be a prison. It's still better than the prison. But
yeah.
Sean, you got to remember. Sean, you got to remember. Everything from me is 25 miles away. A Walmart is 125 miles away. I might as well be in prison where I live.
That may play in your favor, but the feds really don't give a fuck. If you're 88 years old and you're taking care of your fucking aunt that's 92, and if you go to prison, she's gonna die. They don't give a fuck.
Did you hear he said the Walmart is 125 fucking miles?
Yes, sir, it is.
Damn.
Yeah.
You're gonna see a polar bear before you see a strike.
You go another 108 miles north of there, and you're going to see polar bears. And I'm up in the interior of Alaska.
How you doing, Ken? How you doing, Ken Herrera? He's in. He's got a relative at Duluth. 26 cents a minute. He has one of those tablets, but the phone and the internet function are disabled. That sounds like the feds. Yeah, that sounds like it.
Yeah, I heard that in most of the prisons now the email is enabled on it, but you have to go to the station to upload it. You can still type it in your cell and then just go upload it.
It costs a lot of money. What is it? $5 an hour for a tablet? How much?
No. It's in California. It's free.
You kidding
Everything
me?
is free. You can order upgrades, like you can order movies and video games and stuff, but it comes with a set stuff that's free, including a law library. Like they do college classes on them. Like they got the real deal shit.
So
and then on top of that, they just shut down death row too. That's another big thing in Cali.
What, like San Quentin death row?
They shut down death row, and they are in the process of integrating the inmates with regular inmates.
So you talking like fucking Peterson and all that shit? They're calling
Oh, he been off of death row.
Yeah.
We talking about Golden State Killer type stuff.
So all them youngsters now, running the streets and shit, they don't give a fuck now if they go to prison, huh? Right? I mean, what's the deterrent?
Nah, I think life is life and life is death and death is life. So if they give me 12, well, I had 18 years. I felt like it was a life sentence at one point.
Yeah. Oh, that's a long ass time, man. I only did 4 years, and that was fucking, Damn.
Hey, Sean, what they asked for? If you did 4 years, did they ask for 4, or what did they ask for you?
I got 52 months, 4 years and 4 months. They asked for like 7 years, but I did all that work I've talked about in my videos. Man, I was feeding homeless. I was cleaning bathrooms at the AA in Oakland. I did all kinds of charity work, man. I mean, I busted my ass for 3-4 years on pretrial, just doing all this shit, but documenting it all. So I convinced the judge, like, well, I don't need to give this guy the max. He's already changing. He's been doing it for 3-4 years. So I'll take a couple years off his sentence. But I had to work. I had to work hard, you know. And not every judge gives a fuck. I got lucky.
I hear you.
Well, that's what's up. Hey, all right, man. Well, I gotta get up out of here, man. Now that I'm sub to your channel, I'll tap in more frequent because I'm looking for other communities. Like, I like talking about stuff of substance. When you find yourself like wasting stuff with people that could care less, then it's a reality check for you. So, based on that, y'all appreciated my presence and Weevy's.
I'm so honored to have you on. And are you still doing videos, man? Are you still doing videos?
You said, am I still making videos?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm making videos, but just not like I'm not telling prison stories no more like I used to. Like if I come on, it's just it's random content. Like I might address the eclipse, and yet today I was weed whacking my backyard. It's a forest.
Okay.
So
man, this is like an honor to me, man. I've been watching you for so many years. Before I went, you don't even know what impact you had on my life, man. I'm so honored to meet you like this. Wow. God bless you, man.
All right, man. I appreciate that, man. I'll be back.
Come back every Wednesday. I'm going to be here as much as I can.
All right, man. Y'all have a good one. Wednesday.
Yeah,
and subscribe to Dirty Weather. Subscribe to Dirty Weather 916.
Got it, man. You heard that, man. Subscribe.
All right, man.
All right. Thanks. Have a good night. Well, that's pretty cool, Sean.
Brian, it's just an honor. I've been watching this guy for 10 years, man, and I was wondering what happened to him. Wow, man, it's just I'm just honored, man.
Yeah, Ken was saying that the $50 disable. Yeah, I found that online where you can send it back. You can pay $50, and they'll restore all the software so you're able to do things. The 26 cents a minute, I did find that. There was they were talking about that on the manufacturer's website and how much it costs. Duluth is one of the places I was actually thinking about just because I like the weather type thing. But I don't really have anybody in any place except for Central Pennsylvania that might come see me. So it's interesting to hear about Duluth and what's going on there. All the information on the BOP website is very ancient for Duluth. 2012 is the last commentary that they put up there. I would love to see more information about what's happening in Duluth.
Well, there you go. Talk to Ken. Hey, Brian, I'm going to give you the last 2 minutes because I got to go. It's Wednesday night. It's my karaoke night. I got to go there next. A bunch of guys from work are going to meet me. I still try to have some fun in life. So I do the Wizard Karaoke Show at the Downs in Albuquerque, if anybody's watching, every Wednesday night. So but I got to get going here. I'm going to give you the last 2 minutes. Shout out, Brian, and the show's yours.
Well, I appreciate it, guys, and I appreciate it, Sean. Ken, if you ever want to get online and talk to us about what you hear from your relative, that would be great. Come on any Wednesday night. I'm going to be here until at least May 3rd. And hopefully the week after that, you'll see me, and I'll tell you what happens. Sean will know because I'll be able to at least give him a call or have Candy call him, one of the two. But it's a pleasure talking to you guys. It's a pleasure having him online. That was a beautiful watch he had on, by the way. I know what it was. I'm not going to say what it was, but a beautiful watch. And it's nice hearing things. And to see somebody that did, over 19 years, only do 6 days in a 60 days in program tells you how bad the system is. He was talking about his blood pressure. Mine recently has been over 180, over 107. And I have my doctor calling me going, "What's wrong?" And I'm going, "My back hurts and they're taking me off my pain meds. Do something about it and I'll show you that's what's going on with my blood pressure." But they don't want to listen because they think that you may be doing something good and the feds may be doing things to fuck with your life, and they are. So anyway, Sean, I'll let you go. I know you want to go going, so we'll talk later.
Yeah, Brian, you bet, man. I'm better this week, and I'll talk about that maybe next show about what happened. I had a girlfriend. I had to call 911. She was going to commit suicide, guys. It's been anyways, I'll talk about it next week. she's good now this week, and hopefully she makes her doctor's appointments with the mental health doctors, and we got a plan for her. But anyways, suicide's I might do a show about that one day. But anyways, hopefully with her. So anyways, Brian, God bless you, and thank anybody who's watched today and the reruns. And I will rerun this and download it, upload it, all that on the YouTube thing. So watch for that. Maybe tomorrow I'll come on again. Brian, last words of wisdom.
Just keep hoping for the best, everyone. And Sean, call me anytime you need to talk.
You got it, man. Thank you.
Have a good night.